My attorney called me during my shift and said, "Your ex-husband just swore under oath that you deliberately fed your son the one food that could kill him." There was an emergency hearing already underway. I needed to be there 20 minutes ago. I ran 3 red lights getting to the courthouse. In the hallway, my ex stood cradling our 4-year-old, surrounded by his relatives pressing tissues into his hands. The moment he spotted me, he pointed and his voice cracked perfectly. "That's her. That's the woman who put our baby in the ICU." Every head in that hallway turned, and I watched strangers decide I was a monster in real time. He handed the judge a hospital record. Anaphylaxis, epinephrine-administered peanut exposure. My son's allergy is severe. Airway closing severe. If the judge believed I'd done it on purpose, I would never be alone with my child again. But one line on that report snagged in my brain like a hook. The treating facility was St. Aldens, across the county. There's an urgent care 4 minutes from my apartment and a children's ER 10 minutes out. Nobody drives 35 minutes with a child who can't breathe. The judge granted the emergency order anyway. Walking out, my ex leaned close and murmured, "Told you you'd regret fighting me on the settlement." That night, I sat on my kitchen floor replaying videos of my son belly laughing at bath bubbles until my phone died. The next morning, my manager called me in, closed the door, and stared at his stapler while he told me the clinic couldn't have someone under this kind of cloud, seeing patients. Then my own sister texted, "I saw the medical report. Don't contact me." I tried to explain the hospital thing. She left me on red. No job, no family, no son. But that report was wrong, and I clung to that wrongness like a rope. I emptied my savings on a family law attorney and spread everything across her desk. I worked a double that day. Badge swipes, security cameras, patient charts I signed hourly. This timeline is impossible. She called me back 2 days later, and her voice had changed completely. "Come in now." When I sat down, she rotated the report toward me and tapped the intake time. "This admission was logged at 5:12 p.m. Your custody exchange happened at 7:30. Your son wasn't with you yet. Someone else brought him to that hospital before you ever picked him up." My ex had a girlfriend he always waved off as just a friend from the gym. It took one evening of searching to learn she was a triage nurse at St. Aldens. My attorney subpoenaed the staff schedule and the garage records. The girlfriend had badged in that afternoon. Her car sat in the employee lot the entire time. Then my attorney slid one more document across the desk. He accepted a job offer in Singapore last month. Relocation paperwork's already filed. It all locked together. He wasn't punishing me. He was erasing me, manufacturing a mother too dangerous for visitation so he could board a plane with my son and a clean conscience. At the next hearing, his family filled 2 rows. He dabbed his eyes for the audience, then caught my gaze when no one was watching and gave me the smallest, coldest smile. My attorney stood. "You testified the exposure occurred at dinner after the mother picked up your son. Explain why the ER intake is time-stamped 5:12 p.m. He shrugged. "Hospitals mistype things constantly." She entered my badge records, the clinic footage, my signed charts. The mother was documented at her workplace continuously until 7:04 p.m. She had not yet seen her child. His jaw tightened just slightly. Then the girlfriend was called. She walked to the stand like the floor was made of glass. My attorney laid out the badge logs, the parking records, and said one word: perjury. The girlfriend looked at my ex, silently begging. He gave a tiny shake of his head. She broke anyway. He said it was the only way to take his son overseas without a fight. Her voice collapsed. "He put peanut butter on a cracker. I had the EpiPen ready before he even gave it to him. He told me we were controlling the risk. He timed it before the exchange so it would look like her." The gallery made a sound like air leaving a room. My ex shot up shouting that she was lying, unstable, obsessed with him, and when the bailiff stepped in, he shoved past him toward the stand. The judge found him in contempt on the spot and referred the whole file for criminal charges: child endangerment, perjury, conspiracy. As they walked him out, he twisted around and stared at me, stunned, like the script had betrayed him. I got full custody that afternoon. My son got a mother who never stopped pulling the thread.